Welcome to another episode of Financial Fashion Talk Podcast. This is episode 67, and what we'll be talking about today is lifestyle. Let's go.
You can't just go through it blindly or just have the emotion of passion towards something.
Yeah, that jump pretty far.
Yeah,
But it's good to be back, man, for another episode.
no doubt, man.
Financial Fashion Talk Podcast 67.
Yeah, man.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Hey, man, it's kind of late in the evening, man. We got a late start today, man.
I don't think we ever did a podcast this late.
Probably, I don't know. Maybe 2020.
Like it's nighttime. Like it's
Yeah, I
tonight.
know, yeah.
Like I don't even think we never met at nighttime to do a podcast.
I don't think so, but it's all good, man. I'm feeling great, man. How about yourself, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Everything is good. You can mute that. You can mute it. That you can turn it on silent. But how was your week, bro?
Oh, man, that's pretty straight, man, leading up to today. Ready to get back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Get back to what?
Get back to progress, man. You know?
Progress every day.
Man, it's supposed to be.
For
you know?
sure,
It's
sure.
supposed to be, man.
For sure, bro. But man, my week was. Let me see what I did this week. What did I learn this week? I know this was another week. Oh dang, yes. I made 30 days. What today's date is? Is it the 14th? The 15th, bro.
Yeah.
Today is day 30. My 30th day without meat, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Whole month. So it's solid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just want a solid 30 days, so I'm finna try to make 6 months. If I know I can make a month, bro, I can make 6 months.
Hey, man, make it do what it do.
For sure,
Yeah,
bro.
man. I tried it out. That was a 7-day trial, man, but I don't know, man.
Hey, bro, it's not
Man,
for
yeah,
everybody.
I know. That's what I was saying. Like, that ain't, I don't think that's my thing, man.
I was just telling Wade earlier today
Uh-huh.
that, bro, it's a mindset change first.
Yeah.
Like
really,
for me, my mind changed. Like I made that shift mentally first.
Mm-hmm.
I was already preparing to make that change, and when Rachel came up with that challenge, it was just perfect timing. Cause I actually told her I was about to start that day.
Right.
It was like a week before the 15th of the week before the 15th of February.
Right.
But I set the date when she told us that that was the day that was going to start. I just was like, bet I'm gonna start on that day. Right. So it just fit in, man, and I've been at it ever since, and I feel good. But mentally, I had already made that transition. I had been talking about it at home for months before I actually, implemented it.
Right.
But I'm thankful for that opportunity, man. Like to be in that group and to be around people that's doing that same thing and have that energy within that group, man. Because I be watching, I don't be replying to any of the messages.
Right.
But I be seeing people, they take pictures of their food or whatnot. But it really encouraged me and it motivated me to continue to go, even though I really don't need the motivation per se.
Right.
Like I already got my mind set up,
Right.
like I said earlier. But anyways, bro. Talking about lifestyle. Speaking of lifestyle, just talking about, not eating meat, that's lifestyle. But the reason I wanted to talk about lifestyle is because it's very interesting to me. I looked at the lifestyle that I live and where I am today in my life, and I realized that it was built up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, lifestyles aren't something that happens.
In the air. Yeah.
Like, it's built. So, lifestyle, it really depends on your mindset. It really depends on your environment. It really depends on your habits. It depends on all of those things. And like I said earlier, lifestyle is developed over time. And I don't feel like something can become a lifestyle until you become comfortable with it.
Yeah. I mean, I put it like this, man. It's definitely something that's, as I always say, individually based. You know what I'm saying? But a lifestyle happens whether you do it on purpose or you don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be created whether you do it deliberately or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's something you have to create, if you want to have a new lifestyle. Because like you were saying earlier, man, like our parents taught us things, that we later on implemented in life. But if you live every day, you know, just day to day,
yes,
like, your lifestyle will be created just like that.
For you.
Yeah, for you. You
right.
know what I'm saying? So it's not something that you have to do on purpose.
Right.
But then if it's something that you want greater out of life, it is something that you have to do on purpose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, lifestyle, I believe it starts with a vision, and you know, the lifestyle, you live the steps that you want for the vision to create a lifestyle.
That's why that's why I wanted to talk about this. Now I wanted to bring it home by being personal with it and transparent. Now, I wanted to ask this question to each of us, you know, like, I wanted to talk about being comfortable with your personal lifestyle. Like, am I comfortable with my personal lifestyle? I believe that my personal lifestyle is shaping. And like you said, vision. To change into a new lifestyle, you have to have a vision.
Right.
So my vision for myself, I have a vision to be a certain way. I'm going into a certain direction. So my lifestyle is being changed every single day. Right. I'm constantly changing my lifestyle. Why? Because I'm exposing myself to new information. Why? Because I'm doing different things. Why? Because I'm starting things that I haven't done before, or I'm being consistent at things that I haven't been consistent at doing.
Right.
So what do you think about being comfortable? Because I know that you have to get set in your ways for it to be a lifestyle.
Right.
So how does that? Because I know, bro, some of the things that we're comfortable with is because of our environment made it normal. Our environment made it normal in our life. Like, we accept certain things that we go through, and we continue to apply it to our life like it's right. You see what I'm saying? Even though it's uncomfortable for us, and even though like we may know something is wrong with it, we still continue to do it because maybe like why? Like maybe it's because it's all we know. Maybe that's the only reason. Or sometimes you know to do better, but you still don't. Like,
nah, man. I'm gonna just sum all that up. You know, just like this. See, if you want to make a positive change in your life, you have to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know, either way it goes, whether it's negative or positive, you're gonna be uncomfortable. You feel me? But you know, if it's negative, then you just accept it, the uncomfortability with negative results. And if it's positive, then you just accept it, uncomfortability with positive results. But either way it goes, it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? But it's up to you to decide what uncomfortability level you wanna, you want to accept. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's that's what you were saying. Like, you know, that vision, that mindset, like it definitely comes into play. But if you don't do something on purpose or deliberately, then you're just accepting the uncomfortabilities of whatever your situation is.
You really brought a lot out.
You know what I'm saying?
You really brought a lot out right now.
But that's just like plain and simple. That's just the way it is. Like, you just only choosing the uncomfortability that you want to accept.
I don't want to walk past a point that you made, so let me take it back to what you just said. Now, you really opened my mind up to see that change is uncomfortable regardless.
Yeah.
I was thinking that change is uncomfortable when you're going into a positive direction. But like, change is uncomfortable whether it's in a negative or positive direction. And I do be seeing posts. I see posts or whatnot. And some of the posts be like, you know, if you're going to cry in the Rolls Royce. But that saying, I know it's kind of funny a little bit, but I'm saying, like, I understand the logic behind it. Like, it's saying that you're going to cry anyway.
Right.
Like, life is going to make you cry anyway, whether you're rich or poor. So if you
going to cry about.
So it's like, right. So what you were saying, like, it's like it's a decision, but it's like, what about, like I said, you become so comfortable with being uncomfortable in a negative way, right? How do you, like, I'm saying though, sometimes you don't see that, like you said, you just gotta want it, man. That's just point blank period. You just gotta want it. Like, ain't no way to put it like that. That's true.
I mean, you just gotta decide. It's like, what uncomfortability do you want to accept?
That's true.
Whether it's, you know, positive or negative, like. And that right there you'll start to formulate the lifestyle that you want. You just choose the uncomfortable that you want to deal with. And a lot of times, like you said, the environment that you come up in, it becomes common to you. So you really don't choose that. That's just a normality because of the environment that you came up in. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is hard to see outside of that wall, bro. I mean, I really, you got to be different.
You really do. That is definitely an everyday decision, you know, to get up and do those things that's going to develop you a lifestyle worth living to yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said earlier, it's very individual based. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on the type of lifestyle you want to live, because we already live in a lifestyle.
Right.
But I just wanted to have a discussion about this, man, because mentally and subconsciously, man, we have accepted a certain lifestyle, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
And I thought about nature versus nurture. It's always that argument in science between scientists. They say, like, which one, I'm gonna ask you this question, you know, which one has the greater effect? Which one has the greatest effect, you know, on you? Is it nature, which is your genetics, your DNA, what came, you know, from your family tree? Is that more powerful, or is your environment more powerful? And I know each answer is different, so I would just want to get your perspective on that.
Well, I mean, definitely the environment to me, you know.
Why?
Because it's something that you constantly exposed to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nature side, I mean, it affects you. I feel like that affects you more physically. You know what I'm saying? I think that physically, yeah, physically, because, I mean, sickness is hereditary, you know.
Big time.
But when it comes down to a different way of thinking, that's complete environment. And I say that because it's what you see. It's what you see, you know. What you see all the time, I believe, is that's the way you're going to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, earlier, to get outside of that wall, you really got to be different, bro. You got to be different. You got to want something different than what you've been accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just be tied to wanting something. Like, you got to actually be tied to want to change to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you start deliberately creating your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep, and that's another perspective, bro. And
I mean, how you?
I mean, yeah. I was thinking about it. The reason why I did want to bring it up on the podcast, bro, because I'm weighing both of them, and I feel that environment has a lot. You know, it has a lot of effect, you know, on us every single day because it's constant, like you said. But I put it like this: I feel like nature is something that you can't really change. Like, your DNA and what came here inside of you, like, you can't really go into it. Like, I mean, you have to do a lot to try to remove that DNA out of you, like, out of your body.
Right.
Like, you can't change what's inside of you,
Right.
but you can change your environment. So I feel like even if you do change your environment, you still holding on to that nature part of you. You still holding on to that biology. You're still holding on to that genetic side of things, which you can't change. But environment is ever changing. Like, you can change environment at any time. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, okay, like, both of them are powerful. Both of them are. But I just feel like I'd rather fight with my environment than fight with my DNA. Like,
I mean, that's something you can't change. You can't change your DNA.
You can't.
But it's crazy that the things that you have the power to change affect you the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
Explain it.
Like, you have control over your environment, but that's something that you really don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got diabetes because my mama had diabetes, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I'm doing everything that I see and I'm exposed to constantly, like, it's harder to change that. It's harder to do something about that because that's the thing that's common to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go to the doctor for this condition, but, like, it's harder to change the thing that's most common to you. I feel like that it's harder to change the thing that you see all the time. It's harder to change that. It's a greater fight to change that, you know, because it's like you're comfortable
Exactly.
comfortable with that. You know what I'm
I can see
saying?
that. I definitely can see
Comfortable
that.
with that, man.
I can see that, bro.
Yeah, man.
I can see that. But what about those things like those uncontrollable things that's in your DNA that you don't know about? Like for instance, anger.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that it was DNA.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought that maybe I just had a problem. Like, I mean, and I do have problems. I'm not saying I don't have problems, but I'm thinking like that's something I just picked up, or you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's something like maybe something going on.
Right.
But I didn't realize that you come into this world with things already in you.
Right.
But environment is ever changing. Like you can change environment at any time. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, okay, like both of them are powerful. Both of them are. But I just feel like I'd rather fight with my environment than fight with my DNA. Like,
I mean, that's something you can't change. You can't change your DNA.
you can't.
But it's crazy that the things that you have the power to change affect you the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
Explain it.
Like, you have control over your environment, but that's something that you really don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got diabetes because my mama had diabetes, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I'm doing everything that I see and I'm exposed to constantly, like, it's harder to change that. It's harder to do something about that because that's the thing that's common to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go to the doctor for this condition, but like, it's harder to change the thing that's most common to you. I feel like that it's harder to change the thing that you see all the time. It's harder to change that. It's a greater fight to change that. You know, because it's like you comfortable.
Exactly.
Comfortable with that. You know what I'm
I can
saying?
see that. I definitely can see that.
With that, man.
I can see that, bro.
Yeah, man.
I can see that. But what about those things like those uncontrollable things that's in your DNA that you don't know about?
Yeah.
Like for instance, anger.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that it was DNA.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought that maybe I just had a problem. Like, I mean, and I do have problems. I'm not saying I don't have problems, but I'm thinking like that's something I just picked up, or you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's something like maybe something going on.
Right.
You come into this world with things already in you that you can do nothing about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And still, even when you get older, it's still some things that you don't even know about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
I just feel like man, like that's something you still just can't grasp. Like you still learning everything about yourself still. So I just feel like that nature part of us is still gonna be a strong factor because we ever learning about ourselves. But like you said, I understand that environment, bro.
Yeah.
That environment is I'm telling you, you can have everything you need, but if you coming home to the environment
All the time,
that's not beneficial, that's not gonna give you the nutrients to grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man.
But man, I thank you for coming up, for pulling up, you know what I'm saying, for our first episode at night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's time for a close. I thank you guys for watching. And we want you to do a few things again. Like we told you guys last week. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, you know what I'm saying, on our YouTube videos. And we'll very much appreciate you guys. Subscribe. And see you guys next week. I'm the CEO, Mr. Best.
The CFO, Mr. Riley Best.
See you for episode 68. Two Kings is out. Gone. You can't just go through it blindly or just have the emotion of passion towards something.